Welcome everybody to Bristol, race number 2 for division number 2. Getting set for the second race of the season. Saw a very wild and eventful Daytona 500 for both divisions. And tonight we will see who is the lucky driver that wins. Will we have a second winner? The 93 Manoah Dane ended up winning the Daytona 500, punching his ticket to the championship chase. Will we get a new winner? Or is it going to be a repeat winner? Will Manoah be able to go 2 for 2? So we'll see. We have 42 drivers in this field. I know I made a post about part-time drivers, and basically how that goes, if you want to add a part-time driver to your team, let's just say, for example, I'm going to use two completely made-up random numbers. Let's say you run the number 5 and the number 7, alright? And you want to field a part-time driver. In order to add a part-time driver to your season for season number 3, you would have to either make the 5 or the 7 a part-time driver and basically split the ride between two people. You can do that with any team if you want. So if you want to add a part-time driver, if you want to add 2 part-time drivers and have everybody run a few races each, you can do that as well. It just kind of gives us some more people to join, and there was a few people. Hunter Blade joined late. He's in division number 1, but then another driver is going to be taking my ride, or at least my ride half the time. So I don't know, just a way to kind of make it fair for everyone that kind of joined late. Just a new thing. If you're confused about it, message me on the Discord. Also, if you're new to this channel, look down low in the description, add us on Discord anyway. It's a lot of fun to follow this series. It's always a lot of fun and a lot of drama. Let's go ahead and get qualifying started, see who gets the pole.
Drivers, to your cars.
So, 44 gets the pole. That is Chase Harris. Joseph West, second. So, one new thing that we're doing, we did not do this in the 500 races. For division number 2, which is this division here, the races are basically shorter, so the field is going to be pitting more often. The pit frequency is 3 times tire wear and 3 times fuel consumption in this division, so we could see some pit stops tonight, whether they're under caution or green flag, and we know from season number 1 that this track is really vengeful when it comes to pit stops. Whether it's under caution or green flag, you can go a lap down in a heartbeat, even if you're the leader. It's just crazy how it works. Now, division number 1 is going to be operating on 2x pit strategy, or 2x fuel consumption tire wear. It's a little different than this one, but those races are longer, so anyway, let's get started, guys. So we've got the 44 of Chase Harris. He is the pole sitter. Beside him, the 87 of Joseph West. Third place, the 71 Dylan Eberheimen. Fourth, the 85. That is Vincent David. Vincent was the Daytona 500 pole sitter, starting up near the front. In fifth place, we've got the 97 Muhammad Abdullah. No surprise, him and the 71 are up near the front in the top 5. They were both in season number 2. They know how this track runs. Got the 61 Emmanuel Gonzalez, second place in the Daytona 500, starting in 6th place. We've got the 10 of Justin Lightning, beside him the 33 Dave Benjamin Jr. We've got the 30, that is Dale Lightning. 34 of Andrew Williams. Andrew was involved in that crash last week at Daytona. We've got the 57 of Lance Bonifacio. The 52 Stephen Pollard III. In the next row, the 70 of Charlie Davenport, 37 of Alvin Jones. Alvin looking for some redemption this week. Got the number 91, Marion Tolentino. The 20 of Nathan Ormond. Got the 60 of Cody Higginbotham. 53 of Gabe Dordes. Got the 25 Pablo West. There's the Daytona 500 race winner. Starting about mid-pack, Manoah Dane. Behind them, the 2 David Johnson. The 28 Benjamin Snyder. 27 Shannon Lowe, one of the sponsorless drivers, starting about mid-pack. 01 Christian Capasanda. Now, with the car ratings being lowered for the 27, the 41, and the 90, it's going to be interesting to see just how well they're able to move through the field. Their ratings are slightly lower than the rest of the field because they are sponsorless. Then we've got the 35, Carson Splitzer. Huge hit last weekend for him. He is okay. Him and Pablo West tangled after a very big crash off of turn number 2. He was okay. He walked away from that crash. Beside him, the 36 of Rena Nisip. Got the 41, Eric Monaco. Had a great Daytona 500 finish. Same with Shannon Lowe. Both of their car ratings gained a little bit. 19 of Kitt Mitchell. Then we've got the 58. That is Armin Martinez. The 90 of Kyle Brown, another sponsorless driver, starting near the back. 82 of Lorenz Maga. The 84, Zach Cronin. We got the 81 of Aiden Orth. The 88 of Alex Johnson. 23 of Logan Williams. 78 of Logan Nye. We've got the 75 Eric Jacks. 77 of Billy Nativio. The 83 of Arthur Xavier. The 64 Mitchell Collins. The 76 of Cameron Selko. And the 66 of Matty Thurman. We're just going to skip past this little time gap here. So the driver's getting the command to start the engines. Chase Harris going to lead the field to the green. We saw the Division 1 Series race here at this track. Very wild race. The walls are are not unforgiving, or the walls are not forgiving. Yeah, they're unforgiving. They're very dangerous. You hit the wall, you could be out of the race. So will we see a lot of crashes? Will we have green flag pit stops? That would be an interesting moment here. We have not seen green flag pit stops at Bristol yet in this series. Chase Harris going to lead the field to the green flag. Joseph West on the outside. Dylan Ebrahim got an amazing start. He will go in a second instantly. Muhammad Abdullah following behind him. Already 2 and 3 wide further in the back of the field. Chase Harris, Dylan Ebrahim in first and second. Now Muhammad Abdullah up to third. Joseph West falling back after starting on second place on the outside line. A lot of 3 wide further in the back of the field. So far, so good. Zach Cronin, Arthur Xavier, Kyle Brown, 3 wide. 3 wide further ahead of them as well. Chase Harris, Dylan Ebrahim in first and second, trying to pull away. You got Muhammad Abdullah in third. Fourth is the 10 of Justin Lightning. Fifth place is Dave Benjamin. Yeah, there we go. And sixth place, Joseph. Oh, there was a crash. Crash on the track. Caution flag out. That is the 77, Billy Nativio. The 84 of Zach Cronin. Benjamin Snyder. Alex Johnson. Oh, and Gabe Dordes wrecks on the front stretch. There's the 36 of Rena Nisip. Man, Kyle Brown again involved in a crash. Heavy damage there. The 64, Mitchell Collins involved at some point in a crash. Heavy damage to a lot of these drivers. And you already see pit stops are happening on lap number 5. So this is going to, I think, probably set the tone for the race. Part of the reason why we were doing pit stops. Man, why are they flying on pit road? Holy moly. They passed the pace car. Pace car's in turns 3. And the leaders are already on the front stretch. Holy moly. So they're coming down pit road. Part of the reason we're doing pit stops in this series. Whoa, you see the 44? Whoa, this is weird. These drivers are all in front of the pace car. That's what we're saying. Pit stops were going to be interesting. For sure. So we could have a lot of drivers, I guess, a lap down. I'm not sure how that works. let's go ahead and show you what happened for the caution to be out. So somebody was already spun out in the back. That was Alex Johnson. Not sure what happened to lead up to that. So coming off of turn 4, it looked like Alex got into the back of the 90, Kyle Brown, and then Matty Thurman just spins Alex. Ooh, hard into the wall there. That does not explain some of the other damage, though. Oh. And it, ooh, Alex Johnson hard into the 84 and the 28. Well, that explains the second crash. Benjamin Snyder got into, I think he was spun out. Oh, wow, and then there was another crash even on the front stretch. That's, wow, 3 crashes in 1 lap. 19. Kitt Mitchell spins the 53 of Gabe Dordas out. Gabe hits the wall, and then the 90 and the 64 hard into him. Okay, so that was interesting. So back up at the front of the field. I think everyone's on the lead lap, so that's good. See, these drivers are in pit road. They're trying to get out of pit road quick. They stay on the lead lap, I think. The 53, Gabe Dordas, the 77, Billy Nativio, out of the race. Matty Thurman, the 66, is a lap down. I think everyone else is on the lead lap. All the cars that were damaged are back out on the track. So pace car in pit road. 43, Chase Harris is the race leader. Dylan Eberheim in second. Third, Muhammad Abdullah. We're back underway. Single file so far in the restart. I think all the lap cars. Oh, wow. There's 4 of them coming down pit road. So Chase Harris out front. Still single file for about the first 12 or so cars. Go to the back here. See Matty Thurman, the 66, a lap down. The whole name of this race is survival. The 88 coming back out is at Cronin as well. The 84 looks like they got their damage repaired. So after pit stops, Chase Harris is the race leader. Look at Dave Benjamin going for third. He will take third away from Muhammad Abdullah. See Kyle Brown merging onto the track in front of the race leaders. He still has a lot of damage. I think they're working on the car, trying to get back out and make some laps. Yeah, you see he's coming back down. That's going to mess the 44 of Chase Harris up. Here comes Dylan Eberheim, and underneath of him for the lead. Chase did not want to get into the back of that number 90. And now Dylan Eberheim battling for the lead here at Bristol. Side by side, this is allowing Dave Benjamin Jr. to catch up. Dale Lightning as well. He is back here in 4th place. 5th place is the 57 of Lance Bonifacio. Marion Tolentino up in this pack. New race leader here at Bristol. This is going to be interesting to see the number 90 merge up onto the track. Looks like he'll be okay. I think everyone is going to be able to manage to get past him. A lot of battling back here. Rena Isip, Cameron Selko, and Zach Cronin. Yeah, Zach Cronin's still coming down pit road. A lot of these lap cars are not having good runs coming down pit road, and that is not good. There's the Daytona 500 winner, Manoah Dane, number 93, back in 23rd position. Doesn't really matter, though. He is already locked into the championship. Might as well get used to your team while you can in the first 12 races. Muhammad Abdullah falling back. Oh, a little bit of contact. Shannon low to the back of Christian Capasano. That was a hard hit. So Shannon now on the outside line is going to fall back. oops, is in 10th place. Ooh, Alex Johnson almost got turned by the 83 or 82 of Lorenz Maga. These lap cars merging back on the track. This is getting really dangerous for these drivers. Luckily, most of them are able to stay out of the way. '81 of Aiden North losing 10th position out of Christian Capasanda. Yeah, I don't understand something with this game. When the driver has a lot of damage, they'll come down pit road. It's like a weird glitch. And then eventually their cars magically get fixed, and they'll be okay. Right now, though, a lot of drivers still coming down pit road. Benjamin Snyder, a lot of damage. He's about to go a lap down. There is the race leader. Only one caution so far in this race. A lot of close racing back here. This is at the back of the field. Oh, I think Alex Johnson. Oh, I thought he did hit the wall. He hit the pit wall. Caution flag is out. Not sure where the caution is. Oh, it might be right here. Possibly the 58 and the 2. We'll have to go back and look. Oh, Reed and Isip, the 36. Guess that was where the caution was. So, pit stop's probably going to happen. Be interesting to see where everybody comes out at. Thing is, though, a lot of drivers trying to get past the leaders and get back on the tail end of the lead lap. This is how drivers go a lap down here at this track. So let's go ahead and let's show you. I guess it was the 36 of Rena Nicep that ended up wrecking. No, caution flag was already out. Oh my gosh. Renan was hit very... Well, Renan was spun out by Nathan Ormond. Watch this. This is after they took the caution. Hard hit. We said the walls are unforgiving. You hit the wall, your race more than likely done. I'm not sure where the caution started. I think it might have been one of the lap cars. I'm not sure. Let's, I'm not sure who it was. Oh, was that Cronin? Okay. Was it? Or... Oh, yeah, wow. This is another weird glitch, I guess, with the track. Zach Cronin coming on pit road. Into the wall hard. So one of the lap cars is out of the race because of that. So Dylan Eberheim, I don't know where he is. But Dylan Eberheim almost went a lap down. Here he is off of pit road. So the 33 of Dave Benjamin Jr. is the race leader. A lot of drivers a lap down. A lot of drivers are starting to be out of the race. Interesting. So Dylan Eberheim had an issue on pit road. He will lose a lot of positions, almost go a lap down as well. Not sure what's going on with Alex Johnson. I believe these drivers are all on the tail end of the lead lap. That's the 25, the 83, 27, the 10, and the 37. So this could be an interesting restart as we have one to go. Lap cars on the inside, drivers that are on the tail end of the lead lap, and Dave Benjamin Jr. is the race leader. But he is stuck on the outside. Which I think all the way back in 8th place, Cody Higginbotham is the first driver that can probably drop down low. Maybe even not him. You see Chase Harris a lap down. He's on the inside line. Just another thing, and this track is wild. It will eat you up alive if you allow it. Dave Benjamin Jr., the race leader. Marion Tolentino, second. Third, Dale Lightning. Fourth, Stephen Pollard third, and fifth is Carson Spletzer. Who is going to be able to maneuver past lap traffic first? This is where this track becomes so dangerous, so treacherous. All the lap traffic that you're trying to fight through. 3 wide further back. Here, there's a crash. The 44 is around, and oh, the 19 involved. Dylan Eberheimen as well. Dylan Eberheimen. Oh, and there's another crash now on the front stretch. The 41 Eric Monaco. Dylan Eberheimen again involved. He went from leading this race to now wrecked. A lot of drivers getting their laps back or staying on the lead lap as well. So that is cool to see them back on the lead lap. Dylan Eberheimen, heavy damage. So do they pit? See, I think that's Dale Lighting back in 4th, I believe, coming down pit road. Looks like him and Cody Higginbotham, they'll pit out of the top 10. Looks like we only have 9 drivers now a lap or more down. So let's show you what happened. The 44 Chase Harris around. Cautions breed cautions here at this track. It's always a wild event here. That is why we picked it. Why we picked it for the schedule. Just on the restart coming off of 3 wide. Armin Martinez, Kitt Mitchell, they got a piece of it. Dylan Eberheimen, he had nowhere to go. Show you another view of the crash. Oh, Aiden North almost spun Christian Capasanda out, and that's who spun the 44 out. So we had a good green flag run after the first caution, and a second caution, and now a third caution. Riding on board with Dylan Eberheimen. And the hole just basically closes up. Had that 19 not spun out, he would be in decent shape. Dylan Eberheimen is still out in the race. Driver's out of the race. The 25 of Pablo West. How he is out of the race. I didn't see him crash. Driver's on pit road waiting for... Oh, wow. A crash on pit road. That's something new we haven't seen. I don't think we've ever seen that. Watch this. Oh, there we go. 25, and Manoah Dane as well. He spins the 25. So Pablo West out of the race because of a pit road crash. Holy moly. So getting ready again for the restart. Dave Benjamin Jr. on the outside. If he can get past the 87, he will be smooth sailing to the front. A lot of drivers, though, a lap down still. I think, 8 or 9 drivers still? So Dave Benjamin Jr. leading this race. Stephen Pollard the third, second. Stephen, no stranger to any of these tracks. Well, not to Daytona or Bristol. He has been now in his 3rd season. Green flag in the air. Dave Benjamin Jr. gets a great restart. He is not going to be able to clear the 87. Oh, somebody on pit road. That's, I think, Benjamin Snyder. Oh, there's a crash on the back of the track. And the caution flag is out. Again, that's the 19 Kitt Mitchell. Make sure everybody else made it without crashing. Looks like everybody else will make it. I don't know what happened to the 28 Benjamin Snyder. So Dave Benjamin Jr., the race leader, nobody got their lap back that time. Yeah, this has been a rough race for a lot of people. We go from having huge crashes to Daytona, or at Daytona, to Bristol having a ton of small crashes. Charlie Davenport on pit road. The 28 Benjamin Snyder. Let's go ahead and see what happened with him. It was on the restart, I think. He came in on pit road. I think he might have actually hit the wall. Maybe. Oh, no. He, like, glitched out. Weird. He is still in this race. 19 about Kitt Mitchell. Let's go ahead and see what happened with him. We saw it on the restart. He was hit. Man, they were almost 4 wide. Cameron Selko behind him, the 76. Just spins him out hard into the inside wall. His race is done. So, whoop, wrong button. Chalk another driver out of this race. So we'll have 36 drivers left in this event. Still a long way to go. Drivers did not come down pit road that time under caution. They will have to pit at least once or twice before this race ends. Dave Benjamin Jr. has found his way to the front. Lap down the 61 Emmanuel Gonzalez, the 66 Matty Thurman, the 76 Cameron Selko, the 87 of Joseph West almost got his lap back, 28 Benjamin Snyder, and then Kyle Brown, the 64 Mitchell Collins, and the 88 of Alex Johnson. Those 3 drivers are not in contention at all anymore. They are just coming down pit road, trying to get their cars repaired. But as more drivers retire, they have a shot of gaining few positions, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting. What's going to happen next in this wild race? Can we possibly go green for a while? Doubt that's going to happen. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll happen, but not looking good so far. About almost 25 laps, or 20 laps, is the longest green flag run we've had. So here we go, Dave Benjamin, gonna get the green flag. He got a great start. He'll be able to drop down low, underneath that 61. Stephen Pollard, the third, not so lucky in the back of the field, though. Look at this, 3 wide back here. Eric Jacks, 64 Mitchell Collins trying to get past him. Carson Spletzer, 35, he is falling back. He started 4th on that restart. Has not been able to get down low. 33 Benjamin, or 30 Dave Benjamin, he is pulling away almost 2 seconds ahead now, the 52, and now it's the 91 of Marion Tolentino behind Steven, down low, trying to get behind, or trying to get past that 52. These drivers are all a lap down. Alex Johnson coming back out of the track. Dave Benjamin Jr., a 2.5 second lead. Whoa! Alvin Jones almost got spun out by Manoah Dane. They're still hitting each other. Daytona 500 winner really deep in the field. 3 wide back here as Dave Benjamin Jr. still has a huge lead. 3.5 seconds now. '91 Marion Tolentino trying to get into that gap, trying to break that gap up between the 91 and 33. Eric Monaco trying to get through the field. Eric's not doing a bad job with him being a sponsorless driver. His car's pretty clean. At the front of the field, though, oh, he was at the 76 or 78. Logan Nye, he was on the lead lap. He's down pit road now. He'll be a lap down at least. 33 Dave Benjamin Jr., the race leader. Second is the 91 Marion Tolentino, not even in the screen. Marion very far back and falling back even further. Dave Benjamin Jr. would like this race to go green. Oh, Dave goes up top, though. Almost at the 88. That's the thing. The lap cars are really messing up the field. Look at back here. A huge mess of cars. Stephen Pollard gets past Marion Tolentino now for position. He takes second place away. Carson Spletzer, as well as the 23 Logan Williams, they're up here with these drivers battling for second. So Stephen Pollard, the third now, up to second place. They're 4 seconds behind, though. Still trying to maneuver past the lap traffic. And not only that, they have to catch that 33 after that, and the gap is getting bigger the longer it takes them to get past these drivers. Dave Benjamin Jr., in about the next 5 to 10 laps, he could start putting the tail end of the field a lap down. Oh, Lance Bonifacio into the back of the 83 Arthur Xavier. He is slowing down. Arthur might be in trouble. I'm not sure what's going on with his car. Can he make it around, or is that going to throw a caution flag? It could. Green flag stays out. So not sure what happened to the driver of the 83 at Arthur Xavier. I don't even see him on pit road. Huh. We will update you on his condition, see what happened there in just a little bit. Dave Benjamin Jr. almost 5-second lead. Actually, it is a 5-second lead, and he is catching the tail end of the pack. 66 laps to go this time by for that 33 car. Looking pretty strong tonight. Stephen Pollard III in second. He has clear racetrack for now. Gonna try and catch the other lap car and then try to catch the race leader. Running in second place. He's almost even with the race leader of Dave Benjamin Jr. 23 of Logan Williams. He has moved into third past Marion Tolentino and Carson Spletzer and many others. He is up to third. Fourth place is that 91 Marion Tolentino. Fifth place is the 2 of David Johnson. 3 wide in front of him. And the 90 is merging. That is not a good combination. Everybody makes it through. Eric Jack's running in 6th place. 7th, Nathan Ormond. 8th place is the 35, Carson Spletzer. Not having a bad run. Got Cody Higginbotham and Aiden Orth, the top 10. Behind him, Christian Capassanda at 11th. 12th, the 10 of Justin Lightning. 13th place, Vincent David. Oops. Look at this, 14th place, Eric Monaco, sponsorless driver, having a great run. Alvin Jones behind him. 16th place, Dylan Eberheim, involved in the last caution. He's on the lead lap, but he is close to being a lap down. And got Dale Lightning, Manoah Dane, the 500 winner, in 18th place. There's Muhammad Abdullah, Lorenz Maga, Armin Martinez, the 57 of Lance Bonifacio. Thought we had a caution, but we don't. The 83 is back out on the track. Look at this Shannon Lowe. About to go a lap down. There's Dave Benjamin Jr. He is putting drivers a lap down. 25 right now. We're on the lead lap. Should make it, I think, 23. He just passed Andrew Williams and Charlie Davenport. Benjamin Snyder is already a lap down. He'll go another lap down. And while the leader is going through lap traffic, Stephen Pollard is catching him, but he is going to have a ton of traffic to get past. Shannon Lowe, the next driver to go a lap down. Shannon in 23rd position. Dave Benjamin is putting a clinic on the field right now. And laps are winding down. We've got 56 to go. Long green flag run. Oh, and they're making a lot of contact, though. Back here, battle for 4th place. Mary and Tolentino holding on to 4th. David Johnson trying to get past. Logan Williams, 3rd place. Stephen Pollard in front of him in 2nd. So if this goes green flag for a while, we might see green flag pit stops. Imagine that. Dave Benjamin trying to put as many drivers as he can, 1 lap down. But if you get busted on pit road for either speeding or entering or exiting the wrong way, you'll have a penalty, have to come down pit road and serve it, and that could make or break your race. .33, the race leader. He is having issues now trying to get past the 90 and the 27, the 57. He's on the outside line. He is going to lose a lot of time that way. Stephen Pollard has gained about a half a second in the last lap. The track is blocked for Dave Benjamin. The 27, the 57 side by side. This is where the race could literally make or break your event. You got to try to maneuver around these drivers without any issues. Is there a crash on pit road, or what was that? I think that might have just been the lighting. So Dave Benjamin gets down low. He is losing the lead, though. 2.5 seconds between him and 2nd place. Stephen Pollard is coming. He has a ton of lap traffic, though, to get past. 23 as well. Logan Williams is catching. And Marion Tolentino almost 4.5 seconds behind in 4th place. Still heavy lap traffic in front of the race leader. That's the other thing. When you're the race leader, you're the first driver to catch these cars. If these cars wreck, if they're racing hard to stay in the lead lap and they end up wrecking each other, well, you could get caught up in that wreck. Or you could get spun out by someone behind you. Look at the 87, Joseph West. He is catching the 33, and he might even get past Dave Benjamin. Dave has been stuck behind Shannon for a number of laps. Emmanuel Gonzalez got real loose off the turn, almost spun out. Stephen Pollard, 1.5 seconds behind the 33. Here he is. Him and the 23 now going to start working their way through lap traffic. Less than 2 seconds between 1st and 2nd place. They're still gaining, but now all the race leaders are in lap traffic. So it's going to be a battle of who can get past traffic first and fastest. Yeah, see, Stephen Pollard has fallen back now. He was 1.5 seconds behind Dave Benjamin. Now he's nearly 2 seconds. And Dave Benjamin now has some clean racetrack in front of him. .21 drivers on the lead lap. He just put Shannon low a lap down. Oh, Shannon almost in the back of the 33. Laps are ticking down here at Bristol. Dave Benjamin Jr. trying to get the win. You see Eric Monaco coming down pit road. He was on the lead lap, so he is coming down for what should be scheduled pit stops. I think everyone else probably will start doing that as well. I was wondering how long these drivers could stay out. I think Dale Lightning just came down pit road. There we go, the race leader, Dave Benjamin Jr. coming down pit road. As is Logan Williams, Stephen Pollard III, they're all coming down. I think the 91 Marion Tolentino is probably the race leader. Marion now coming down pit road. So green flag pit stops here at Bristol. The first time we've ever seen green flag pit stops. Look at that, Kyle Brown finally got his car repaired. I think. I guess. Trying to find where Dave Benjamin Jr. is, because I think he is going to be the race leader. Here he is, exiting pit road. Vincent David right now, the 85, is the race leader at the moment. Oh, caution flag out. Oh boy. Where is it at? Look like it's the 55 Armin Martinez. And possibly, no, the 2 maybe. Oh wow, the 2 David Johnson hard into the wall from what it looks like. So this is going to change everything. It just completely changed the way this race is. 12 drivers on the lead lap. Look at 10th place Manoah Dane. But he's on pit road though, so he just went a lap down. But Manoah Dane now, if he would have stayed out, would be near the top 10. The leaders coming down pit road. But that just changed the entire race. Now 9 drivers are on the lead lap. And, wow. We knew this was going to be a wild race. Dave Benjamin Jr., the first car a lap down in 10th. So I think the 2 was the reason for the caution, and I unfortunately think he hit the pit wall entering pit road. Oh no, he actually, wow. Okay, so this was weird. This started way before that turn. Started on turn 4. David got into Armin. Almost spun him out there. Armin came up, and then David Johnson just finished the 58. And then David tried to come down pit road and hit the pit wall hard. Holy moly. So David Johnson and the 58. Armin Martinez more than likely out of the race. See this hit again. Hard hit. He might be okay, though. Luckily, nobody else hit him, and he's still on pit road, so that might not be a good sign for that driver. So, who is going to be the race leader once they get across the line? Are all these drivers going to be on the lead lap? Tail end of the lead lap. Wow. Well, look at that. The 27 coming down pit road. Shannon Lowe, the race leader, coming down pit road, but that's pretty cool to see Shannon on the lead lap and at least leading a lap. That is awesome for that sponsorless team. Cody Higginbotham will go to the front. See only 12 drivers now on the lead lap. 33 of Dave Benjamin Jr., right in front of the race leader. Manoah Dane, last week's race winner at Daytona. 2 cars ahead, actually 3 cars ahead. Oh, now it's only going to be 1 car ahead of the race leader. And then 10th place, 9th and 10th is Eric Jacks and Marion Tolentino. That's the 75 and the yellow 91 car right there as well. And a lot of drivers on the inside line trying to get laps back. A couple drivers 2 laps down, and a lot of these drivers on the inside are a lap down, and this is going to be a wild restart. There's the race leader, Cody Higginbotham. Nearing the end of this race, can the 33, the 93, and the 91 stay on the lead lap? As well as that 75 green flag in the air. And Cody might be able to go down low. Nope, not yet. Almost through wide way, Dave Benjamin Jr. into the back of Manoah Dane, almost spun him around. That would have been right in front of the race leader. Oh, up the track, everybody goes. Cody Higginbotham, the race leader, into the wall. Oh, Dave Benjamin Jr. is coming down pit road. Dave hit the wall hard. And the 60 is around. And he's in again. The race leader, Cody Higginbotham, into the wall hard. 34, Andrew Williams, Armin Martinez into the 34. Oh my gosh. Well, that was huge. And I think the 37 of Alvin Jones is the race leader. And if that's the case, a lot of drivers just got their lap back. 9, actually. Yeah, 9 drivers got their laps back. Well, that changes everything again. And look who's in third. That's 71, Dylan Eberheim, who at one point was involved in a crash. So Dave Benjamin Jr., unfortunate for him, he was just put back on the lead lap. He is out of the race already, I think. Cody Higginbotham just retired. The 2 is retired. There's Dave Benjamin on pit road. And I think Dave Benjamin just retired from the race as well. Though the 37, Alvin Jones, the race leader, pole sitter last weekend, Vincent David in second, Dylan Eberheim in third. Fourth, Shannon Lowe. That is an amazing run for that team. So let's go ahead and show you real quick what happened. We saw with Dave Benjamin what happened. Let's show you with the 60 of Cody Higginbotham. Cody had hit the wall, and then you saw Dave Benjamin go down pit road. You're going to see on the right side of your screen. Actually, never mind. Anyway, Matty Thurman hit Cody, and then hit Cody again, and Matty was involved in that crash. Andrew Williams, Armin Martinez, Charlie Davenport as well. Karen Salko was on pit road. So we're going to get the restart. 26 laps to go. So the 44 of Chase Harris on the inside line, Lorenz Maga behind him, Muhammad Abdullah, a lot of good drivers a lap down. We have 17 drivers on the lead lap. 31 drivers in this race, still. So here we go, the restart. 26 to go. Alvin Jones going to get a huge start. He is going to be able to clear that 44 of Chase Harris. And now back here, the second place, Vincent David, not able to clear. A lot of contact in the back of the field. There's a crash. 2 crashes. 61 Emmanuel Gonzalez around. Dale Lightning was involved. The 64, Mitchell Collins, involved as well. So yet again, the caution flag out here at Bristol. Oh no, the green flag is still out. Holy moly. Oh, and now the 97, Muhammad Abdullah stopped on the track. Now the caution flag is out because of that. Whoa, what happened on pit road? There was a crash off of pit road even. Cameron Selko, he just pile drove the 28 of Benjamin Snyder, who stopped. Cameron now stopped on the track. Let's see, there was, who else? I think that actually was what the caution flag might have been for. Well, the 61 Emmanuel Gonzalez, he was involved in a crash, but the caution flag did not come out for him. This was on the restart. 28 Benjamin Snyder went down pit road, and that just, Logan Williams spun the 61 out. The 30, he was involved. It has been a rough night at the races for a lot of these drivers. 15 drivers on the lead lap. And we are nearing the end of this race. Less than 20 to go on the restart. Alvin Jones, after DNFing at Daytona, he could have his first win this season. and punch himself into the championship. 93 Manoah Dane, he is back in 8th place after winning the Daytona 500. He has rebounded really nicely. Same with Dylan Eberheimen up in 3rd place. Dylan's been involved in quite the eventful stuff today. Involved in a couple crashes. So we are at 20 laps to go in this race. Should have about 17, 18 laps. I think it's going to be 18 to go on the restart. Cameron Zelko, he was able to get back in this race. I don't know. Pit road's really weird too. The pit road speed is like extremely fast. So 1 lap to go until the restart. Alvin Jones, the race leader. Does anybody have anything for him? If that 44 can get a good start, this could throw a lot of curveballs in the race. But that 37 has been so good on the restarts. And of course, we're probably going to have another crash. I would not count that out of the picture. We've seen a couple of these races here at Bristol go till the end with cautions and even finish under caution. We obviously don't want that to happen, but it is a possibility. Pace car drops down low. Alvin Jones gets the green flag. We are back under racing here at Bristol. And Alvin easily clears that 44. I would say Lorenz Maga or somebody has to get past that 44 on a restart before a caution flag were to come out. If a caution comes out. Back here, they are all over each other. The 78 Logan Nye and many others. Oh, a little bit of contact. Kyle Brown got hit. Kyle Brown and Alex Johnson, they're back out on the track after some pretty lengthy repairs during this race. See 76, Cameron Selko back down pit road. Not sure what that's about. Carson Splitzer back here as well. And he almost gets turned by, I think that's the 30 of Dale Lightning. 28 Benjamin Snyder. He keeps coming down pit road. He slows up all of these drivers and they all check up. Cameron Selko back out on the track in front of a huge pack of cars. Meanwhile, up front, 44 Chase Harris trying to get past that 37 of Alvin Jones. 13 to go this time by. We've been green flag for the last few laps. If the 44 gets past the 37 and we have a caution and a restart, then it's just one car separating the 71 of Dylan Eberheimen and the 37 race leader of Alvin Jones. That would be that car there, Lorenz Maga. A lot of drivers, though, damaged. I think everyone might be able to finish this thing. Aid North, somehow, has kept his car clean in the back of this group. Logan Williams, Joseph West, and many others have fairly clean-looking cars. Alvin Jones continuing to lead. If he gets passed by that 44, that could open a door for the 71 to catch him and maybe make a move for the lead. Dylan Eberheimen only a second and a half back. But Dylan getting some heat from the 85 Vincent David. They're a little quicker than Alvin, even though they're battling. But laps wind down really quick here at Bristol. That 37 needs to have some type of issue if somebody else wants to win this race. Now the other question is, can they make it on fuel? that could be a factor in this. The last few laps here. But that 37 Alvin Jones, he is holding on to about the same type of gap as he's had with that 71 over the last few laps. About a second and a half. It's not really fluctuating too much. What it is, though, he is gaining a little bit on second place. And Alvin about ready to catch the tail end of the pack. He might catch them before this race is over. Look back here, these drivers still racing aggressively with each other. Should they crash, that would throw the caution and possibly be the final lap of the race. At least the final green flag lap of the race. Really, that's the only spot where battling is happening. Now, Alvin Jones has caught the 90 of Kyle Brown. This could be a huge factor in who wins this race. If he has issues getting past that 90, the 71, the 85, they could catch right up to him. Alvin Jones, 3 laps to go here at Bristol to get his first win this season. He won last season at Michigan, which is the track we're going to next week. Look at Chase Harris now, going past the 37 of Alvin Jones. That's going to slow him down. Lorenz Maga, though, is a lap down. 2 laps to go at Bristol. And at 71, Dylan Eberheim, and he senses that 37 could be in danger. I think the 37 will be okay. Dylan Eberheim and Vincent David, they are catching up to that 37, but not enough time. White flag in the air. And there is the 71, second place, right behind the 37 of Alvin Jones. Alvin Jones able to hold off everybody. And now to turn number 4, Alvin Jones will punch his ticket into the playoffs. Second winner of the race, or of the season, in division number 2. Winner last week, Manoah Dane finishes 9th. Not a bad run for him. Actually finishes 10th. He fell back a position. Not a bad run for him. So Alvin Jones, first win this season. He won at Michigan, which is the track we race at next week. So he is hoping to have another good run there. Dylan Eberheim has, well, he had a huge rebound and made it up to second after being involved in a crash early in this race. Vincent David, 3rd. Marion Tolentino, 4th. Shannon Lowe, sponsorless driver, 5th place. Who says the sponsorless drivers can't finish good? Shannon, decent finish at Daytona and a top 5 here at Bristol. That is going to help Shannon's stats. Charlie Davenport, Andrew Williams, Logan Williams, Eric Jackson, Manoah Dane round out the top 10. Carson Spletzer, a much-needed good finish. Justin Lightning, Aiden North, Dale Lightning, Steve Pollard III, all on the lead lap. And then from Lorenz Maga, from 16th all the way down. A lap or more down, or out of the race even. All these drivers, Chase Harris was able to get 1 lap back. Eric Monaco, another sponsorless driver, finished in 20th. Not a bad finish there. Muhammad Abdullah fell all the way back to 24th. Cameron Selko had to come down pit road. Same with Benjamin Snyder, Arthur Xavier, Logan Nye, and Alex Johnson quite a bit. You see Kyle Brown retired. I think he finished the race, though. Let's see here. He just comes down and retires from the race. Emmanuel Gonzalez, 30th. See Cody Higginbotham leading the race. Got spun out by Matty Thurman, and he retired from the race. Finished 33rd. Benjamin Snyder was trying to get his lap back after dominating the middle half of this race. He crashes coming on pit road. Same with David Johnson. You see Kitt Mitchell, Pablo West, Rita Nysip, Zach Cronin, Gabe Dordes, Billy Nativio, all out of the race. A lot of DNFs today. More than we had at Daytona, which is really weird, huh? So tune in tomorrow night. We are back here with Division Number 1, their second race. That is at Bristol as well. That's going to be a wild race. That's a, I believe, 200-lap race. So all the action you saw now, plus 75 more laps. It's going to be wild. Alright, guys. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all for coming here. Thank you all for watching. And thank you all for the continued support. We will see you guys later. Have a great night. See you tomorrow night. And here we have, before we stop this broadcast, the points after race number 2. Manoah Dane still has the points lead, 38 points over Dale Lightning, and Shannon Lowe. Shannon Lowe, 1 top 5, 1 top 10. Great finish there. And Manoah Dane, 2 top 10 finishes, the only driver to finish in the top 10 in both races so far. So, right now, he is first with 1 win, and then Alvin Jones is 14th with 1 win. That means 14 other drivers have a shot of making it in right now, or are in the chase. So 14 plus those 2, that's 16 drivers. So Joseph West has the final playoff position over Marion Tolentino by 1 point. It's going to change a lot in the first 12 races. We have not, in the first 2 seasons, we've seen a couple repeat winners, but not a lot. It's not something that happens quite that often. It could happen this season, who knows. But I don't know. I think we're going to probably have 12 different winners. At least, I would say probably 10 different winners before we get to the final race of the championship. Darlington Throwback Race, I believe, is the final race of the normal championship. That'll be a very fun track. So, I don't know. Until then, like I said, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, is the Cup race for Division number 1. We have 2 different winners in this series. Let's see how many different winners we'll have by the end of tomorrow night's race. Well, we have another repeat winner. Manoah Dane, top 10, almost got his 2nd win. And a few drivers up here in the points, Dale Lightning, Shannon Lowe, Vincent David, they were close. They were all very close. You see Eric Monaco, 7th place in points as well. He only has a top 10 finish, but 74 points back in 7th, that's not bad. Him and Shannon Lowe for being sponsorless drivers. Not having bad runs. Of course, all the way in the back, Kyle Brown, 40th position. 1 DNF for him. So there are the rest of the points. And there's not anybody that has 2 DNFs yet. A lot of people have 1 DNF, but nobody has 2 DNFs. So that's a good thing to see. Everyone's finished at least 1 race. 1 race, whether they're a few laps down or whatever. So, anyway, that is the points after race number 2. Hopefully you guys have a great night. And again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the continued support. We'll see you tomorrow night at Bristol yet again.